Hello. Today I will be talking to you as to why you should consider hydrogen fuel cell vehicles as a replacement to your gasoline-powered vehicles. We are currently in a state where we are looking for alternative and more clean power sources for the cars that we drive every day. With rising fuel costs and a growing shortage, gasoline needs to be replaced in our near future. Hydrogen, on the other hand, is in abundance and can be utilized in an environmentally friendly manner. Hydrogen fuel cell vehicles are one of the strongest options for alternatively fueled vehicles. Hydrogen can be an extremely efficient fuel, and it can be harnessed and utilized using zero emissions. It is also very cost effective for consumers. As I mentioned, using hydrogen as fuel is very efficient when compared to gasoline. Our gasoline-powered vehicles that we use today are very inefficient and should be replaced. It is a well-known fact that the internal combustion engine is very inefficient in producing energy from the gasoline that it burns. According to the United States Environmental Protection Agency, the typical passenger car emits 4.6 metric tons of carbon dioxide per year. Continually rising gas costs make it more and more expensive to refuel your car at the pumps. In addition to all that, gasoline is made from crude oil, which is a fossil fuel, and it is a finite resource. This means that there is a limited amount of this resource, and it will eventually run out. Gasoline is clearly not a permanent option for fueling our vehicles. We must look into alternative fuel options now while we have time before we run out of this fossil fuel. Hydrogen fuel cell powered vehicles are very fuel efficient. According to the United States Environmental Protection Agency, many of the already created and used hydrogen-powered vehicles burn their fuel to the equivalent of 70 miles per gallon as a gas-powered engine would. There is also an abundance of hydrogen. Drive Clean California states that hydrogen is the most abundant element in the universe. According to the United States Department of Energy, fuel cells are the most efficient way to harness energy, meaning these vehicles are the best possible way to use fuel. Not only is it efficient, but hydrogen is also very environmentally friendly. Hydrogen has a minimal environmental impact when used as fuel. Hydrogen fuel cell vehicles have no tailpipes and produce zero smog or greenhouse gas emissions. The exhaust that is produced using these vehicles is water vapor. Energy can be recaptured using regenerative braking in these cars, creating more energy that is produced cleanly to be used to power the vehicle. According to the United States Environmental Protection Agency, hydrogen can be produced by electrolysis. This is a process where electricity splits water and hydrogen. If this is done utilizing renewable energy sources such as wind power or solar power, the entire powering of this vehicle will be done with no greenhouse gas emissions. Simply put, hydrogen fuel cell powered vehicles are a strong option to be considered. Gasoline has been the leader for powering our vehicles ever since the mass production. With rising costs and resources beginning to strain, it is time to evaluate other options. Hydrogen fuel cell powered vehicles are incredibly efficient and have minimal environmental impact. I believe that hydrogen fuel cell vehicles are a great option that needs to have more attention drawn to it as an alternative fuel source. They have begun to be tested in California, and it is only a matter of time until they become more prominent on our roads. Gasoline is clearly a fuel source of the past and can't be relied upon in our future. Hydrogen is very abundant, efficient, and environmentally friendly. A future with hydrogen utilized as a fuel source would be a very strong future.